Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about all the hidden details and things you might have missed from the Further Adventures and Finance and Felony trailer that was just released a few short hours ago. So I know everyone is hyped for this update. I'm hyped. So many of you guys are as well. It really is going to be incredible next week come June 7th. I'm extremely excited, and there's a lot of details in this trailer that you might have missed at a first glance. It's only like 50 seconds long of gameplay, that is, but there's a lot in there, and we're going to be breaking it down frame by frame, and I'm going to be telling you guys everything you might have missed. So in this first shot right here, we can see two vehicles. One looks to be a new version of the Anus Windsor Cabrio. We'll touch on that in a little bit. And also, you can see the back of this Matabatsu mule right here. I don't know if this is going to be a special armored one or if it's going to be just a regular one you take off the street. Its wheels look a little bit more beefier than a regular mule, so we are going to have to see if there are any changes right there made to that vehicle. This first shot of inside the warehouse I thought was kind of interesting. This definitely shows you some of the goods we're going to be contrabanding and stealing. The first one is human organs. Look at that. We're going to be transporting human organs. That is insane. You can also see the TVs, just like I predicted. That one looks to be Samsung or a parody of Samsung. You can also see some drugs, dilute them all down there. So that's pretty crazy. From this shot right here, we can once again see our four characters underneath the text, traffic, illicit cargo, and contraband. And this once again puts an emphasis on the fact that it looks like it's just going to be you and four other characters. And also, you can see the explosives and weapons that you're going to be contrabanding as well. So that's a pretty cool shot right there. And right here, we get the grand scale of how big these warehouses are. Just absolutely huge, row after row after row of material. I can see music equipment like DJ boards. I can see clothing and jewelry. I can see like painting and weapons and all sorts of stuff. We saw the human organs before. So it looks like we're going to be trafficking a lot of stuff. This is going to be so awesome. So I told you guys we were getting another look at this new vehicle, and this is the Windsor Cabrio. So that is really awesome. We can tell because of the soft top. You can also see that in a screenshot coming up a little later. But also, what's significant about this shot is the new SUVs that are in here as well. These are armored versions of the benefactor Serrano. So we obviously know that we're going to be getting more armored vehicles in this update, and it looks as if in this DLC, the Serrano is one of those vehicles that is going to be getting an armored variant. So that is pretty awesome. This is probably the clearest and best image we get of the armored Serrano, even though it has that text disrupt rival supply chains, because you can see the armored plating on the side. And if you really make the image bright enough, you can see some of the armored panels on the windows too, as well as those very sleek black wheels. So that's the armored Serrano, one of the new vehicles coming in this update. This next screenshot right here that says under acquire extravagant new vehicles, we can once again see the Cabrio version of the Windsor, which obviously looks very, very cool. That's definitely going to be one of the most luxurious rides in the game. And we've also got a new plane here. I'm going to be doing a video a little bit later on, breaking down the vehicles more in depth, talking about what they are possibly in real life and a little bit more. So that's going to be super unique. But for those of you that love planes, we are going to be getting a new one. And you can see it's got a rather unique paint job on there with like the three stripes coming off of the rear. So that is really cool. I wonder how many people that is going to seat. It has 6 windows on the side. So you'd imagine that this is going to be carrying at least 4 or 5 or 6 different people. Now we're getting to the good stuff, the Pegassi Reaper. Yep, that's right. So this is another shot of the Pegassi Reaper right here, and man, does it look beautiful. I imagine those are the stock wheels on the Reaper, and if so, those look so beautiful, so insane. This is definitely going to be a supercar that we are all going to want to get, and no matter the cost, no matter what it is, this just looks insane. This, of course, was the teased vehicle that we've seen from previous screenshots that Rockstar have showed us, so that's the Reaper. We've also got what looks to be another supercar. This one is green right here. Now, we can actually tell the manufacturer of this supercar, and it's Vapid. And as I stated, I'll have videos a little bit later on breaking down the cars individually, but a Vapid supercar. I want to say this is a supercar. It looks a little sleek to be in the sports car class, so we really will have to see how that is ultimately going to play out, but that vehicle looks amazing. It looks so slick, so bad to the bone. Some customization we can see on there. What looks to be maybe like a carbon bumper, not too sure, but ultimately that still looks really, really great. And right here we can see all three of the supercars together. Another Grotti vehicle. I know you guys are going to be very excited about this. It's been a long time since we've had a Grotti vehicle added in the game. Now, I'm not sure if this is once again going to be added to the sports or the supercars. Some of the Grotti vehicles are sports, some are super, so it is kind of hard to tell. If I were to take a guess, I would maybe say sports. Again, this looks like some variant of a Ferrari. We'll have to check this out a little bit later, but there's just so much else to explore in this trailer that I don't want to harp on that for too long. This next shot right here is really awesome. Open prestigious new offices. Wow, we're going to be getting offices in the Maze Bank Arena. How cool is that? That is actually pretty awesome. I did not know this was going to be one of the potential office places, but I wonder if this is going to be the most expensive one too, because like the Maze Bank building is one of the most iconic spots in Grand Theft Auto Online and GTA 5. So it'll be interesting to see how the costing works for that. And our second image right here, we can see our four characters once again huddled around a table and what looks to be a giant, miniaturized map of Los Santos and Blaine County, so basically San Andreas. So that's really cool. They're all huddled around this table. I'm guessing this would be our conference room inside of these offices. Not that it's important, but our character just put down a gun. We can't really tell if it's new or not. Doesn't look to be from what I've seen so far. And finally, we get an overhead view of that map we saw on the computer screen the other day. This indicates all the dots that can be found that we actually looked at. Once again, I do believe these are warehouse locations or other locations for maybe safe houses that will eventually be purchasable in game. I know that some of them are storage facilities. Some of them might be something else. The only unfortunate thing I see in this is none of the dots seem to extend up into Blaine County or Sandy Shores. So unfortunately, again, it looks as if Blaine County and Paleto Bay and Sandy Shores have kind of been left out of this DLC. So this next shot right here is pretty cool. It says hire an executive assistant. You can see this lady working behind what looks to be the main desk of an office. This also gives us another great view of how our high-rise offices are going to look. One thing I thought was pretty cool is this might be our contact that we actually get in our phone, like the personal assistant that was talked about a few weeks ago. And another thing I noticed was the sign, finance and felony. That seems kind of odd to just be hanging there. I wonder if that will be changed based on the name you give your organization. So let's just say I want to give my name Boss Inc. or Boss Corp. Would it change on the wall right there? That would be super neat if it actually did. I really just guess we're going to have to find out there. We get another few shots from inside of the office. This first one is a character sitting at a desk. His desk is extremely messy. He's got money and champagne, and he's got a phone scattered everywhere, glasses. We really can't see what's going on, other than the fact that he's got a safe open behind him with a ton of money inside of the safe. We're going to touch on that later because there's an even clearer screenshot of that. Followed up by the very first office that we were shown off. I'm guessing this is going to be like the CEO's room. So as I predicted, you're going to be able to do pretty much normal things that you could do inside of an apartment. That guy's looking out his telescope. The guy on the right is drinking some sort of liquor or champagne. And the exact same map actually appears on this guy's computer screen. So it looks like that is not going to change. It's going to be the same for everyone. Again, we're really just going to have to see and find out, but that ultimately looks really cool, and we get an even much better view of the office itself, which looks insanely big. So that's a really cool shot from inside of the office. These next few screenshots show off the new helicopter that's going to be coming with this update. It looks really similar to the Swift, but I know that it's different. There's some different features that set it apart. It ultimately looks really cool and very sleek as well. Kind of bulky too, so I'm not sure how that's going to play out, but it looks really, really cool. So I'm excited to get my hands on this. And how many people does it sit? 4, 5, 6, 7? It looks like it's a massive helicopter. So that'll be interesting to see how many people Rockstar let us have in this bird. This next shot right here is pretty interesting. New VIP jobs, challenges, and more. But what's the craziest is the tugboat that's actually coming into the shot. This is the same tugboat from GTA 4. So I'm not sure what we're going to be using on this boat. Obviously, probably for some criminal task or criminal challenge, but that's super neat. The tugboat is returning from GTA 4, so I thought that was worthwhile and definitely interesting to show you guys. These next few shots are pretty interesting. After the Phantom Big Rig rolls by, we get two, I guess, armored variants of the Bravado Rumpo. So this is cool, an armored van in Grand Theft Auto. You can see some of the customization here might include lights on top of the roof. It's really cool. The character can hang out of the sliding door and actually shoot out at other people. So that's pretty neat. So that is pretty awesome. That looks to be obviously one of the armored vehicles that we're going to be getting in game, the armored Bravado Rumpo. So that is super neat. This next shot right here really caught my eye, and they only flashed it for a few seconds, but it was what looks to be an armory inside of what I'm guessing is going to be the high-rise offices. Is Rockstar going to add an armory feature into the game where we can store our weapons, our ammo, our explosives, and more? I guess time will really only tell, but why would they include that shot in there when they have so little precious seconds of a minute to try to fit this trailer in? So I thought that was pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think. Are we going to be getting an armory of some sort in game? So moving on, our next shot right here is what looks to be your character, looking down the scope of a sniper, trying to take out this astronaut guy. Maybe this indicates there's going to be assassination missions in this update. Again, really not too sure what's going on here, but it looks like this guy is obviously in the crosshair of a weapon, so it looks like he's probably the target of some sort of assassination. This next photo right here shows off the safe once again. I think this is going to be cool, and I think it would be even better if it's dynamic, as then it grows when you get more money. So it'd be really cool to see your safe start piling up with cash and start overflowing. That, in my opinion, would be really awesome. So that's extremely cool. Our next photo right here is really great as well. Do you guys remember the other day I talked about an armored truck coming in Finance and Felony? And looks like that was right. Look how massive this armored truck is. It is huge. How many people can fit in here? It looks like it's just ramming through traffic and blowing through things and, breaking things up. This is going to be so cool. I don't know how this truck is going to operate. It honestly looks like an insurgent on steroids. We really are just going to have to find out. Also, on the truck itself, there's two guys hanging off, and they both have SecuroServe outfits on. So that's pretty cool. They have a SecuroServe shirt and a SecuroServe hat. And it also looks as if 4 people will be able to attach on the outside of the truck. 2 people on each side, and however many people you can fit on the inside. That is going to be an incredible vehicle, if I do say so myself. So that's pretty awesome. Moving on to this next shot here, we see a red cargo bob. And a lot of people jump to the conclusion that we might be able to customize the cargo bobs, although I'm not sure because you can see the JetSam logo on the side. Rockstar, please, if we could customize Pegasus vehicles, that would truly be amazing. I don't think we are going to be able to, but it would be pretty awesome nonetheless. So hopefully something like that actually does come of this. But it's really cool. This looks to be like a fun mission, like you're taking cargo away. So that's pretty neat. And finally, the last real screenshot we can see is of our, I guess, 2 new vehicles, the armored Bravado Rumpo, and then that massive armored truck. I don't even know what this is. And then a Titan flying away in the background. Does this indicate that we'll maybe be able to use the Titan a little bit more and that the back door will actually be able to open? Who really knows? We are just going to have to find out in just a few short days. But anyways, we made it. We made it through the trailer. That is my full and complete breakdown and analysis of everything that we've seen so far in the trailer. As always, let me know if I missed anything in the comments section down below. If you saw anything hidden or secretive that I might have missed in this video. If you did go on to enjoy, a like rating would of course be awesome. And as always, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this and more finance and felony DLC content coming on my channel. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.